I'm so nervous. Mom's spaghetti all over his face because he's on Fetty. Yeah, what's up? Are we live? Okay, we're live on the internet. Everybody, boom, boom. Everybody, boom, boom. It's a good day to be alive, I guess, right? I don't know. Don't trick you guys. Don't get rage baited. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights? That's my dude, Daniel, longtime supporter. He's got he posts sports clips. He's got 11K subs, so check out Daniel. He's posting all sorts of clips. You want to stay caught up with the big moments in the sports in an efficient manner? There you go. You got Daniel right there. But yeah, they always say row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. But what if the stream's getting like rough and tumbly? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you're in the rapids, I guess you either gotta try to fight the rapids and steer yourself, or you gotta let the rapids take you. And I think that me lately, hold on, let me turn down this fan. It's too fucking loud. For fuck's sake. Quiet. God, this fan, I got fans yelling outside. I gotta shut the door. I got fans. No, like air conditioning fans. But it's big trust. It's big vision. Let's make sure this audio is working properly so I don't sit here and spat and it's not working the right way. Okay, it looks like it's working great. For the people viewing on TikTok, you may have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I'm dual casting right now. I am dual casting my spells. I will shadow curse you all to the shadow realms, but it's fun. If you get shadow banned or shadow cursed to the gremlin realms, it's a good time. Dude, all the people that are, come on, I'm 30 years old, man. All the people that are like, you think that you want to be jealous of people that have like a wife in the house and all that shit. Like, do those people like call you out of nowhere? No, it's your friends that are fun that call you out of nowhere. What's up, Blake? That's my dude, Blake, on the YouTube comments there, aka the one-handed bandit, DJ. We'd be out there hitting the town, you know what I'm saying? Getting funky with it, keeping it funky, keeping it chunky with that blue cheese, man. Man, we'd be dipping them wings in the blue cheese. Chicken wings is the candy of protein, man. That shit's impressive. I like me a dust. You guys like a dust on them chicken wings? Yeah, I like me a dust. That dust, dude, I got the house dust. If you don't know what I'm talking about, rub. A dry rub, okay? A dry rub. I like a good dry rub every once in a while. Ayo. Jesus Christ. No, but for real though, man, that's a good. You get the house everywhere you go that has a house dust. Get that house dust, and I gotta sprinkle a little because I like that spices, dude. I've talked about this many times. Every day, it's important to spice yourself. You want to get spiced, okay? You want to use all the spices you can. Garlic. Mainstay. You need garlic in everything you consume. You should be just putting garlic in your mouth because we live in a time that there's a lot of vampires out there. I've met multiple vampires. Vampirism is actually herpes and sexually transmitted diseases. That's what vampires are. Once they get the STD, maybe like the little, even like, I guess there's ones you get rid of it or whatever pretty easily by going to the doctor, but there's ones that are permanent and you got to take a medication. Yeah, talk to one of those people. The girl on Facebook dating, that's the first thing in her bio says RSV positive or whatever, HSV positive. They got rheumatoid arthritis. No, get to know that person. You're gonna be, you go to their house. It's like a vampire freaking lair. They have all these like dark, it's like, there's some people that it's vampire energy, you guys. They'll have all of like the skulls and like the hippie. It'll be like a combination of like skulls and hippies. If you see blankets on their ceiling, get the fuck out of that house. That woman is going to hurt, like cause you, not necessarily like, oh, ruin your life or something, but like you're gonna get to a point where you're like, get the fuck away from me, get the fuck out of my life, block, 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 block. And you know what? I'm gonna unblock you so that I can send you a bunch of shit about what a shit you are, so that maybe you won't do this shit to it. Because like some of these vampires, it's like, damn, like you need to watch my podcast or something, because like your daddy didn't get me right, and my daddy got me right. You know, I had a normal parenting, like, you know, I had a normal family. Not that I don't have donkey brains. That's not my parents' fault that I have donkey brains and do dumb shit. They did their best. You know, I grew up to be a content creator and a model, and I've been all sorts of things in my life, you know, and that's important. But yeah, dude, you know, it's all about soaking in what you can soak in and beating the tar out of what you can beat the tar out of. I got Nancy Guthrie in my closet. Yeah, you want to solve that shit? Yeah, I keep that bitch in my closet. We beat the fuck out of her every day. You feel me, dude? So don't get rage baited by these stupid news stories. Just make a crazy joke about it and move on. That's how I roll. Brendan Sorsby, the gambling guy. I bet you Brandon Sorsby, the gambling guy, right now has one hand on DraftKings and the other hand on his dick with a 7-inch dill toy up his booty, doing gooning gambling. Oh, shit, man, fuck. Okay. How did I come up with that so quickly and so easily? Well, you're in Bryan's world now, buddy. Me and Sorsby, dude, we like to goon gamble. Oh, dude, yeah. Put Blake says I'm gonna put body exposure and sexualized. My bad. My bad. You know what? Fuck you. Cancel it. Okay, cancel. Okay, did they not have like a PG-13 option on TikTok? I apologize. I didn't. I guess we can't bring up. Is there a mute or there's a pause? I get what, 6 pauses, 6 timeouts per TikTok? I should have saw that coming. Well, Megan Thee Stallion's allowed to be naked and show her butt on the TikTok. They're allowed to show their butts. Women are allowed to literally show their butts. And men, you say one little thing and like, oh, you can see I'm actually Mexican and bi, so I'm a protected group TikTok, so I'm allowed to be hateful. How dare you? You gotta claim that you're in a protected group so that you can get protected. Listen, man, I'm a protected group. How dare you? You let the women literally show their rumpuses on okay. You let minors show their butts on your TikTok. Let's minors show their butts. Yeah, okay. Let me end this stream because they don't hear this. We got to just keep restarting and I'm pretty sure with TikTok, if they start like, oh, that's bad, you end that stream so that you can. They would say Sorsby was a gooner, like gooning out and gambling at the same time. It's my shows for all right. If this artificial intelligence let's restart the TikTok so they can hear this. Listen, man, if the artificial intelligence is so smart, instead of just saying what I'm doing is bad and threatening to ban me, can you please like just put a tag and don't show me to young viewers? I don't give a fuck. If I'm saying something inappropriate, I don't have time. I don't have a fleet of nerds to help me. I need some nerds to help me. Please, nerds, save me. Because I don't know, maybe you just have to not say those things on TikTok. Dude, they are crazy on here. Well, is there like a temporary mute for TikTok. Yeah, these fucking Chiacoms. They're Chinese communists. Hey, yeah, we're muted on here right now. They can't hear me. These Chinese communists trying to control everything we say on, because that's what TikTok is owned by, the Chiacoms. YouTube's owned by Google, which is owned by nobody knows, but it's America. I ride with the Google. Where all my all right, let's be chill. Let's focus on good things. Can you hear me now on the tick? All right. Where all my scamming ass honkies at? Spending that money fast. 20s, 50s, 100s cash. Boy, going that go yard bag. Where all my boosted ass bitches at? Stuffing that cash in your bag. Just to spend it on a tag. Girl, go in that go yard bag. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Yeah, we were gonna have to do that every like 10 minutes, man. Song's fucking dope. She's hot. Someone want to tell Young Miami Bryan's World likes her new song? Maybe slide in. Like in the AI, all this AI stuff, and you're not even gonna. The AI should be working for me. If I say, "Hey, I like Young Miami's new song," it knows that Bryan's World is one of the biggest content creators in the entire world. So you should know to send a DM to Young Miami and say, "Got to mute for TikTok. Sorry TikTok, got to mute this." Say Bryan's World likes your new song and wants to eat your butt. Okay. I'm not allowed to say things of a TikTok of a sexual nature. You're not allowed to be that. I guess we have to be careful, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It's like they're gonna probably protect some pedophiles, but like I make fun of Brandon Sorsby. That shit's funny, man. He's probably a bad guy. He's probably a bad guy. Okay, but we're not here to talk about that. I covered that next episode. We're here to focus on positive things. I'm sitting here smoking some Hunter Biden rocks. I got 3 laptops. Only 2 of them have Sin City material. Yeah, I'm the next Hunter Biden. I'm gonna be have a pathway to a successful political life, but instead I'm gonna drop my cocaine in the. Dude, come on! They found cocaine in the White House, and it's. But like, finding cocaine in the White House and knowing like Hunter Biden was there, that's almost like not even. I don't know, because like if you losing coke, not being careful about your bag is like pretty noobish. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's a hard partier, and maybe he's just such a hard partier he don't give a fuck. That could be like whatever, dude. I'll put this bag in my back pocket and just totally missed his back pocket. He's all fucked up on like pills, blow, and alcohol. I'm not making fun of him. I'm just saying that's what he does. I hope he gets help and improves his life. But guys, not everybody that like does that shit needs help. Like maybe he might have a mental health disorder that like he's never going to be happy unless he parties and does crack, you know? I'm kind of like that. As the businessman slowly gets stoned. Now there's John at the bar with a melody. Not really sure how it goes, but it's something about some freaky ass girls who love sucking on my toes. Damn it, I can't say that on here. Fuck. I can't even be myself on TikTok, man. I don't like this. Well, it's dual cast. For anybody who doesn't know, we're dual cast on YouTube. So if you want to see, whenever I time out, wait, I'm not allowed to direct people to another website. The TikTok Chinese people are gonna freaking execute me for that. Please stay on TikTok and obey your leader. So I'm new to TikTok streaming. Trust me, guys. I'm not going to be sitting here doing these bits forever. Like, I just need to get it out of my fucking system. I've been like, I was one of those like conspiracy theorists, like TikTok is bad, and then you actually go on there and realize they're actually TikTok is more accepting of like conspiracy theories and truther stuff than YouTube. Like TikTok will actually distribute that type of stuff to people who are interested, and you'll see way more conspiracy stuff a lot easier on TikTok. Conspiracy stuff can be a crapshoot, so you gotta be careful on like what's true and what's not. But yeah, dude, I've had things I've posted on TikTok that get like 2 hours go by, it's got 2,000 views, 100 likes, and like 20 saves, like 20 favorites. And I'll go on YouTube and it's stuck at one view, that one view being me. They literally what the fuck? Verizon requested access to your Verizon account. Am I getting hacked? Associated with the line ending in God. Report spam. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna have to call my like, yo, where Verizon's getting hacked. Oh, I don't care. They can have somebody hacking me. Who's hacking me? What did I even say? Oh, TikTok. I guess if a TikTok employee heard that, they might hack me because they probably have the power to do that because they're fucking weirdos. Well, they take all your information. I don't want to be that guy. I don't. I don't. I really don't. I love going out, partying, listening to music, dancing. Like you guys before the show, I'm not like, yeah, I gotta get these guys, blah blah. I'm just dancing, having fun. Like, this is like my thing, my shtick. This is like my soul compels me to do this, you guys. Like half the time I don't, have that many viewers or things like that, which is fine. I used to do sports streams where I'd have like, I'd have like audiences of 500. I do some other things that like pretty much every time I do it, there's going to be at least an hour where there's 100 people watching. So like, it's not a big deal. This is hard, man. To sit here and produce a constant stream of entertainment out of your mouth, you don't really see that. Okay, go scroll around on the live shorts on YouTube or the TikTok. TikTok might actually be better in terms of like the live streamers and actual content. I do believe, but like the YouTube and the vertical, man, I put my loop show in the vertical and I scroll through. I'm like, dude, no one even can match my, like, no one can even put together sentences. They're just reading the chat. And you can just tell, like, I follow the guy. He's a nice guy, but it was like depressed chat. And it's like this older guy in the morning smoking a cigarette in a robe. Like, he's just casually, they're talking about coffee or something. Like, it's cool. I followed him. I like that guy. But, even it hurts sometimes to see someone have like 100 viewers and like, as you click in, a minute goes by and they've only filled 10 seconds out of a minute, and then it keeps going. They really only talk for 10 seconds out of each minute, and it's just kind of sitting there. Like, dude, imagine and you know what? I could do pandering streams all day on the TikTok and YouTube. That's not what this is for, man. I don't think so. I'm a decent looking guy. Probably a little more than that, but probably a lot more than that. Let's not get into that. But I don't know that at the same time, there's two sides of the coin, guys. I'm a dualist. Okay. I'm a dualist. This is how you want to be. This is how you want to live your fucking life. This is a great example of dualism. At the same time, someone kind of just standing there and reading a little bit of chat, and maybe they only fill like 20 seconds out of a minute as each minute goes by. That's better than a lot of things you might see on TV. It's better than a lot of things that are going. It's a better vibration. I would love that stuff. I would never complain about just live people. The only reason I complain about it is because of jealousy, and I'm trying to get over that, you see? So that's the dualism, man. You can look inside and be like, I'm just being jealous. That's people doing their thing. And compare that to, like, I don't know, someone who's obsessed with streaming about the news. Someone who's obsessed with streaming about all these negative aspects of the world. How many people, how many streamers from Sneeko to Aiden Ross to all these things, it's like famous people and then politics. Famous people, it's literally a bunch of all these famous people and all that bullshit. It's all celebrity gossip about their stupid celebrity life. And if you actually break down these people, like a lot of them, like the Nelk boys, you take one of those guys and insert them in my life and they'd fucking melt. They live a little like cupcake, like almost like a female getting taken care of, like how a female would. Like I've met hot girls that have more power than freaking Steiny and Nelk Boy. Like, it's not good. And I like them when they're pranksters, but their podcast is just generic. They have clout because people like stupid shit that's fabricated. I don't know. People like stupid fake shit because people are stupid fakes. I don't know. But I'm here for the people that are mad about that. And you know what? There's a lot of people like me. And I might be manic and have the ability to have a high rate of speech and talk about a lot of different topics and have a lot going on. But that's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone's going to be able to follow everything I say and follow my rate of speech. And I think compared to like these guys at the top, even like Maitan, the dude who does like the weird little Russian kid, and he has these people on and he baits them into like negative stuff and ends up roasting them and all that. Yeah, that's not a good vibration either. And look how many clicks, look how many people are in there dissecting the intricacies of the Maton show. And you also don't know like how real that all is. Those people can easily, they know what they're freaking going into. Okay. The whole like, oh, never heard of this guy, blah, blah, blah. Dude, those people know what they're doing. To get that high like a Steiny or Nelk Boy. I saw Steiny was on there. Listen, I only look at this shit like once a month. Most of this mainstream shit, I get it because I just kind of like, let me peek at something to get annoyed at and have a bit for my show. But for the most part, I don't consume any of that. I like the UFC. I listen to a lot of the interviews. I listen to a lot of sports stuff. Consume a lot of sports stuff. Sports stuff is, if you're into sports and you're also into politics, get rid of all the politics and start listening to sports. And then there's certain people like, I'm not right wing or left wing or anything, but Tucker Carlson, he does have some right wing rage bait shit sometimes, like, oh, the white guy. Let's talk about that. Actually, I was going to talk about that. And again, this is dualism because I like a lot of the interviews that he has, and overall, I like Tucker Carlson as a person, but there's that obvious flavor of, right wing rage bait, like the whole white man. If you're a white guy these days, it's so hard for you. Like, that is victim mentality. It's not even true. It's for people sitting on the internet that got dumped because you spent too much time sitting on the internet instead of doing things and growing yourself. So your girlfriend dumped you, ended up with a black guy, and now you think that white men, because Tucker Carlson has a nice rage bait post, now you think that it's super hard for your race. It's not for any, there's no one's race that's easier or harder for. I'm sorry. Like, it just is what it is. We're like equals as humans. There's that vibe in the air that can cause like talking points, but what the whole like, oh, this person's preferential, this person gets preferential. That's people that sit at home and don't do enough other than going on the internet. And these news people, they know they can say anything about the world and how people are these days because people don't go out and talk to enough new people. You should probably meet like you should be seeing and meeting new people. You should be going to the gym. You should be going to a pool hall, walking around town. Like I think Polly, you probably see a lot of people, huh? I think you walk to the dispensary or something. Polly lives in Denver. What's up, Polly? How you doing? Let's see. Polly here over on YouTube says, "We are all mad about it, and you should come get inside a porta potty on loading day and come out a Smurf." Yeah, Polly, I think I'm retired from I'm retired from the porta potty flip. Yeah, I remember like at school when I did that in high school, it was kind of like a backlash. Like there was like the girls like, ew. But see, when now looking back, I realized I was just cute, and girls like to stack up things against you that they perceive as gross in order to drag you down and lower your confidence because they were hurt by a man who was attractive as you. So they want to try to like drag any attractive man down and then live in their misery world and scare away all the hot guys. I don't know, but like there's not a single girl in my high school that like probably I will give it a couple more. Let's give it a few more years. There's one girl that's TikTok famous. Wouldn't date her though. Don't like her. TikTok famous isn't real famous. She doesn't really do live streams. Her podcast is celebrity wannabe gossip. You can't, if you're a normal person, you can't listen to a minute of her podcast. Complete garbage. Not that it's garbage. If you're a weirdo celebrity that wants to hear about the celebrity wannabe lifestyle, I don't know. I have no idea. Wouldn't you? This girl from my high school, her TikTok page is not there's no like clips from her podcast because her podcast isn't clippable. Okay, dude, I have like 4,000 clips, and I went through my clips to clean them out, and I was like, there's nothing to do. I was like, I gotta go back and because I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. I used to do like some jackass stuff and video game stuff in high school through the years, but real hardcore the last 4 years. And sometimes you got to go back and be like, listen, that actually sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Like, I don't need to have that. It was good at the moment. Grow yourself, whatever. Delete it and move on. I tried to do that, and it was like, oh, that's a good little advertisement or nidbit from my podcast. Sure, keep it in there. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? If somebody has almost 1 million followers on TikTok and they have a podcast, but their TikTok is all just the generic TikTok girl influencer bullshit. There's literally nothing else there. She doesn't make real content. She's not capable of making real content. I'm kind of I'm not joking, but yeah, Polly. So maybe I should flip over in that porta potty and then try to get with a girl from my high school because I did 3 times. I think was it, and I think or maybe only 2. Yeah, it was only 2 times. I did twice. I was tipped over in a porta potty. The first one is available on YouTube. There's a video. I was tipped over. Actually, that's crazy. Two of those people are dead. Like they passed away in that video. Isn't that fucking crazy, man? Yeah. That's crazy. What are the odds of that, man? That's rough. Rest in like I literally have to put rest in peace for the other one now. Like, the homies, I got homies in the graveyard, man. That's all right. That's life. And you know what? It's like some Star Wars shit, bro. Some Star Wars shit. Like Obi-Wan. Dude, shit's real, bro. If you frame it that way, a lot of people are like miserable. Dude, I see people being miserable about people who passed away from high school, then they didn't even know the person. It's like, shut up. If you weren't friends with them. I know I didn't know you, but it's just so sad. Like, meanwhile, there's like people closest, like when it's like a bestie. No, I'm not most people are bitches, little bitches these days. Like they're just looking for anything that allows them to be sad. I'm allowed to be sad. Like, shut up. Shut up. I'll tell you what. It's strength. You say, all right, this person is dead now. They didn't get to live their full life. That means I got to live even fuller life for them. And you think about you know what? You think about things you liked about them and the things you didn't like about that. You carry it all. You fucking carry it all with you. And my two close, I'm crazy. So you can well assume that my two best friends that have died are also crazy. So I need to carry the legacy on. And yeah, that's very important to me. That's my main motivation is like, like my friends that have passed away, and then like my grandparents. My grandparents, my dad's side, the I have three of my grandparents left. My grandpa passed away. Here's a picture of him. Got it up on my wall. You feel me? So yeah, he was like able to retire at 50. Had a big family. Was successful in some business ventures and stuff. And then on my mom's side, though, they had a business. They had pretty successful lives and careers. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, their business they had advertising, a public relation, and advertising, and just like starting in 2008. Listen, man, he was just the guy that was carrying out the thing as a puppet. I'm not saying Obama. Oh, well, ever since Obama came in, everything, but Obama, along with like whoever else was going on, George Bush passed the torch. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. George Bush passed that torch. Like it was all planned for 2008 to be that like. So yeah, PR. No one needed a PR company because it's okay to be a scumbag. Like culturally, we're just okay with. And that's the thing. See, they get the right wing all mad about like gay and trans and stuff. Well, it's like, well, those aren't really the people that are like toxic and bad. The average home person in the LGBTQ plus community doesn't even say they're in the community. Like there is some people, yeah, that they like it, but even those people aren't really toxic about it or anything, or would want to argue or be a Karen over stuff. So the right wing is mad about like a 1% of people. The left wing does the same exact thing, and both of them are ignoring all these scumbags in the business world doing all this scumbag stuff. And yeah, there was no longer a need for public I mean, yeah, there's still a need for public relations at the highest levels, but at base levels, oh, no one cared anymore. And then advertising, companies started doing it in-house. There was just there was no need for paper. These are my grandparents, man. All this electronic stuff changing. I mean, I don't know what I could have tried to do. If I was like if they still had a business right now, like if I was 30 in 2008, I don't know if I could have not saved the business, but maybe like, it was my grandparents' business. Whether they're paying me or not, I would have done research for them, like because this is my grandparents, my family. I would have done research, like, okay, it's not going the right way. Like, let's, dude, if you're older, like that stuff's overwhelming, bro. And I think they had someone that was trying to do that, but even she, like one of their younger employees, even she was in over her head, and they were just a small ad agency, but they had offices in downtown Cleveland. Like that's like the aura that I grew up in. Was like, that's like the standard as a kid for me, was like that. Well, from what I saw of what I was supposed to do one day, is like, yeah. So that makes it very easy to yeah, just through the gutter. I don't really care. Everybody does like the live views, how many people watch and how many people watch them. I don't give a shit how many people watch me. TikTok, this is an advertisement of my podcast. You get to see me record my podcast live. It's going to YouTube. Okay. What will happen then is it gets saved in my podcast library. It then gets distributed through to the YouTube live vertical through my loop stream. So one day there's going to be somebody, and I run those in the middle of the night. Somebody might be in despair, and they might stumble across this very moment that I had nobody watching me live, but might be a heroic moment for someone. You feel me? But yeah, that's like like that's why I do all this stuff and push and keep finding my angles and fighting to get better and better and better, because that's the standard for me. I saw that my grandparents had this business. I saw that my grandpa had this big family, and then you got to see your family a lot and visit your family a lot. So yeah, I'm a single dad, but I think I'm more of probably a family man than most of. I don't know. I see my parents and grandparents pretty much every other weekend. So like, yeah, that's important to me. And it doesn't matter if like the whole family, man, you gotta mow your grass and shit and make steaks for your wife. She doesn't even like steaks, but she thinks it's hot that you made a steak. Oh my god, dude, that's how my ex-wife was. Like just like thinking, I hate when women think like little things are hot. It annoys me. Like, what about the part where I want to be a fucking store? These city girls in my locale don't see nothing about that. But that's what I was saying in the beginning of the episode. I really like that new Young Miami song. I'll hit up her. I'll hit up Young Miami. I'll make it big. I don't not make it big. I don't care about making it big. You know that if I had $1 million deposited in my account, I'd be like, dude, tomorrow we're doing a fucking live stream of helping the homeless. That's the first. I think about that shit all the time. I have a lot of homeless in my area here in Canton, Ohio. And there ain't no way in hell if I get all that money that I ain't gonna spend like $50K in one day on a bunch of homeless people. Like it'll be like that. Like I will help people find a fucking home, dude. And that's just that's someone needs to step up. And all these people make, like I saw like the OnlyFans girl or somebody, some model that has made $83 million in like a year, a sick amount of money somehow. Like which again, that shit's fake. Just so you guys know, it's all luck. Okay, you can't you get really lucky, or they prop you up, or rich people give you fake money. The OnlyFans that make that much, you realize they're like not just OnlyFans. They're not just cam models. You pay that 83 million that they claim. Oh, you paid me through OnlyFans. Yeah, that's just money laundering for prostitution. You could hit up those girls and say, I got 10 bands, come out with the boys. We're gonna run it on you. Seriously, that's how they make the money. So then to see her like, I'm giving $100,000 to help people. You made 83 million in a year. You could have put that into something by now that will generate you money, like in some kind of annuity, that you could have this massive financial backing that pays you money that you could, that $100,000. If you have 83 million, $100,000 is nothing. You can use the 83 to make $100,000 in a day easily. Those people like interest and things like that, and different investment vehicles. So the charity shit, if they gave away like 25% of their wealth and a couple mil, if she was talking 20 mil, then yeah, and systematically change things, wow, she would still have 60 million left. Dumb, and she's probably gonna make a whole bunch more off her stupid, again, being trafficked. They're not just like, no. That's what I'm saying. That no. Like, it's not good, you guys. It's not good. It's annoying to me. I hate that shit. I don't care that she's making 83 million. Do you, girl? But the whole like, oh, I made 83 million as a model and I'm giving away 10K. Well, she's got a big heart. Look, she's not a horse. She has got a big heart. Well, she's got a big heart anyways. I thought if you're a model, typically to make it big, you have to also have a beautiful personality. Like it's just that simple. So, or be very scammy about it. So if you make 83 million and then try to be all a philanthropist because you gave away 100,000, dude, I would have a live stream flex. If I made $1 million, I'd literally go spend 50K, 100 grand, or I'd do something. I'd be like, we need houses, we need places for these people to live. They need help. Like I'd be adamant about, and it would be a much larger percentage of any of these billionaires or anything. I already do that. As a broke person, I'd be generous and give stuff to people and things. But some of the more generous people I know are the people that work hard and they're empathetic and actually freaking care. I mean, these billionaires have so much money, they could make food free. They could buy all the food for the next 10 years for everyone. And they would still be rich and have everything that they have. It's sick. It's a sick, twisted devil shit. They come from Rockefellers, they're inbred. Dude, even Warren Buffett's dead. He's probably inbred Rockefeller, dude. Like, have you ever seen these people actually talk in an interview? You read about them in the books and see them about their names on the news and stuff. You hear them talk. Yeah, no, those are not. They can barely put together. I've never learned anything from a billionaire. Never, none of the shit I know or talk about spiritually, like spiritual stuff and finding yourself a person. Yeah, they'll tell you, yeah, work 80 hours a week, every single moment of your day. Efficiency. You gotta make your money work for you. You gotta have different investments. And then that trickles down. You'll have like your drunk friend who like has his little fancy job that he got lucky as hell to even have him when he about to get replaced by AI in a few years. Like, no. But they're like, you gotta make your money work for you. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking weasel. You leech. No. You should actually, you know what you should do when you make a lot of money? The first thing you should do is help people. Because if you don't, you're going to get sucked into evil. The second you start worrying about like, okay, I got to put this into annuity so it pays me out. If you're doing that for the cause, if you're going to take that money that pays out from the annuity to help the homeless and shit every time it comes out, sure. But I can't stand that shit, bro. Somebody making 83 million, sure. She might be a lover girl model, willing to share her body and stuff like that. There's some love in that. But like, man, 100K and you're in the news flexing and everybody's like, yay. Like, bro, you should be dropping 20 million and you would systematically change everything. But they're not allowed to do that though. So let's not get mad at this girl, because even if she wanted to give away 20 million and she'd still have 63 million and could keep making more and more and more, you would house people. Imagine what you could do with 20 million to help this crisis, but they don't want you to do that. You're not actually allowed to do that's why the billionaires have all these money. That's why no one's actually like giving away a full like 25% chunk of their wealth to save things. Again, because if you break it down, the food is not that it's not that expensive to have free food and free healthcare. We're getting scammed. We're literally getting scammed by the system. It would be very like we could have seriously food. You should go to McDonald's, get your order, blah blah blah. It doesn't even have to be rations. Nothing has to change. Obviously, if you go to the supermarket and try to buy all the steaks for free, they have somebody checking for that. And what we'll do with that kind of stuff, there's no tolerance. If you go there and try to like hog something or be that guy, there's no tolerance, no jail. We have we have like a zapper that Thanos snaps people out of existence. Bye. Like people would, it'd be a lot different. So make me president, vote Bryan's World for president. We are going to have free food. and we're gonna zap everybody. We're gonna Thanos snap anyone who's being an asshole. I'm an asshole sometimes. Let's not do that. I'm an asshole sometimes. What's up, Chinchi? What's up, milk chocolate? How are you doing? Kisses and hugs. What's up, Chinchi? Peeping on the mobility. Peeping on the mobility scooter. Hell yeah, dude. We be on them scooters. Chinchi's got a scooter. That thing goes like I was hauling, bro. I thought I was gonna die. I'm on his scooter coming up on some magic mushrooms, like feeling like I'm in Mario Kart, dude. Mario. What's up? What's up, Matt Bug? I think I know what mat that is. It's a good mat right there. Let's see. Will we catch up with anything here? What's up, Paul? What's Polly got going? Yeah, okay, the porta potty. Yeah, so yeah, long story short, I'll probably retire. I probably won't do any porta potty tip overs anymore. I didn't like the backlash from the high school, from the girls. They thought I was icky, but I do I don't know. No. Yeah. Well, if you get clean, really clean, I'm also a keep it clean, keep it fresh, you know? Like I keep it I keep it on fleek. So it's all right, right? I get tipped over in a porta potty and still have a chance with like Livy Dune, right? And or Young Miami. I like the new song, so I want to somebody tell Young Miami that Bryan's World wants to go on a date because of her new song. I've where all my scamming ass ninjas at, spending that money fast. All right, but yeah, what's definitely the devil. Yeah, that's an interesting Matt Bug. The devil can bless you too. So there is like a darkness, positivity within the darkness. You know, there's like these conflicting forces on Earth, and I think sometimes the religions can have people a little bit afraid of that darkness or stay away from the darkness. But there is like a, you know, there's like a violent impulses. Women and men have violent, like, you know what I'm saying? I've had a girl get handsy, like attack, like, you know, all drunk, wasted. Not their fault. Everybody attacks when they're drunk and wasted. But you see what I'm saying? If you take a substance and you put that in your body and it causes you to like, you know, that's in you somewhere, you know? It's not just the sauce, man. So we have all these like, you know, you look through history. I mean, history was built on blood and sacrifice and crazy shit. So yeah, you know. But there is some truth to that. Like the devil is like could be a teacher also. Now you don't want to. I think the real lesson is you don't. I don't know if you want to live for the light at or the dark. Like you don't want to pick a side. You're supposed to be like both. You're supposed to find balance, like the yin and the yang. Let me try to be specific here. Oh, I got pause. Sorry, TikTok. You're getting muted for this. I can't talk about this here. Cranking off, masturbation, self pleasure. Sure, great. I mean, I don't think that's evil. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, I think that's a way, you know, we got all these hormones surging in you that can, the post nut clarity, you know, it can be a really beautiful thing. If you frame that, see, most people think that's dark. Oh, God, I jerked off. It's so bad. Like, oh, it's this bad thing, pornography, blah, blah, blah. Well, the only reason you feel negative after doing it is actually because of stigma and like placebo type shit. That's so powerful. That's some of the most powerful stuff on earth. And you could feel the exact opposite. I promise you guys. You could actually feel better than getting laid. I promise. I'm a goon master. All right. if I'm not allowed to say TikTok. Sorry, sometimes I have to mute it if I say something of a sexual nature. My show on YouTube is PG 45, PG XXX. No, but yeah, I don't know. They yelled at me earlier for saying I was saying that the sorry, I want to tell them on YouTube. Oh shit, I hit the pause. Okay, I need to take a break anyways. Oh, I was saying that the gambling dude, Brendan Sorsby, is probably sitting there right now with one hand on DraftKings and the other hand on his dick. All right, intermission. Oh yeah. There's all like this the sellout to the devil. That's pretty bad. I guess I mean more like it teaches you what temptations are and what isn't bad and what could actually be beneficial from the dark that isn't harming anything or anyone and actually improves you. But oh yeah, like that's what I'm saying with full darkness, you go full dark and you don't have the light back by the light. You know, if you're not traveling through that valley of darkness with some powerful auras, yeah, you know, it's definitely like the devil's gonna have some gifts, man. You don't want I've had a lot of times, you know, the devil's got the gifts, man, and selling out and things like that. Like there's a lot of things I could do that isn't me. You know, I could pander to the females on TikTok. I could do all sorts of stuff. I could talk about the things that girls want to hear about on here and blah blah blah. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of like sell your soul stuff for sure. Like you could start I've felt that before and I've seen it work. Like the manifestation, I want this, I want it fucking now, and I don't care. Give me it. I'll do my affirmations. I don't care if it's the dark. Give me the dark tarot cards. I'm gonna set up the dark tarot cards and be like, yes, I don't care anymore. Give me it. I need this energy. That's real and it's powerful. It can be stronger than the light. But yeah, I'm very big on the yin and the yang, and almost like Gray Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn. He was a great from episode 1. He's I got him. Look at this shit. Boom. Look at Qui-Gon, dude. He's a Gray Jedi. He knows some dark side shit. He can secretly do Sith lightning. He just didn't want to admit it. All right, let me okay, I didn't mean to actually use my timeout TikTok, but I do need to. I need a 5 or my bag. I'm gonna have to redo that. Cool. Yeah, TikTok has like a timeout button, and then for YouTube, we just have our nice. Can you see it? It says intermittent. It'll focus. There you go. Shit, I gotta respond to that. Okay, go. Water. I got 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, me and Chin. That's Luke. Yeah, we blow O's like it's Wheel of Fortune. We smoked. Actually, I mean, see, it's like the advanced level stoners, you know, you got to have like the pens and shit, dude. We got that 85%. Chad Ocho Cinco. I didn't turn it on. I fucked up. What do we got? 2:46. 2 minutes 41 seconds. Intermission. Intermission. I do not. I have crack and a male prostitute, Polly. Guys, I'm an honest guy. If I was going to do toot, I would tell you. I promise you. I'd be like, I'm doing cocaine right now. Cocaine is not good for live streaming. I promise you. Now, if I was going to do a drug for podcasting, you'd want to do like Adderall or just meth. That's fine with me. I like crank. All right, we're a little backstage right now. You know what I'm saying, dude? You guys should, before the shows, I'd be wilding out. Like it's like it's like wilder than like a NFL locker room on game day. Like I'm lit. I get turned out. I'm like stinking, yeah, stinking. Just wilding out, dude. It's getting the vibes going, you know. That's why I shit post on my personal social medias. I get all the bullshit out of me by shit posting. So now I'm super nice when I'm come on here. No, I gotta be more responsible with my words. I gotta be nicer, you know. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what's up, everybody? All right, so what was I going to talk about? Let me check my audio and make sure that the mic is actually picking this up. Let's see here. It's not doing what I wanted to do. I guess we'll have to pause. Hold on a second. But yeah, you know. I've learned that there's a lot of ways to think about a lot of things, you know. All right. Gold on the ceiling. I remember one time I got like a copyright for doing I think it's Somebody's Watching Me. I sang it. I didn't even play it because I had gotten a really bad copyright for it. They're like, nah, you can't, that song you can't use at all. So usually YouTube will just give you this copyright and you're like banned in Russia or something. But in this case, it was they really don't let you use that song, and I sang it. Oh no, the final countdown. I hummed the final countdown, and I took my video. They took my live stream down and gave me a strike. I was like, damn, it's like that. Hey, Polly, I haven't had a when I've not had a strike on YouTube in so long. Although YouTube doesn't really check. I don't know. I used to get some strikes here and there, mainly for like medical misinformation, for saying that Hulk Hogan healed his disease through natural remedies. How dare you! Ah! Yeah, you guys, if you have certain illnesses, you can by doing healthy things instead of taking a bunch of medications from the doctor and eating horrible hospital food. That's scary, dude. The hospital scares the shit out of me. I mean, okay, let's not go down that. Oh my! I was just saying I haven't got a strike in a year. What a wonderful way to get yourself in trouble. I got a TikTok. They don't want to. They can't see. I got my phone. For anyone that doesn't know, I have my phone running, streaming me on TikTok. I started doing the TikTok too, but they are very hardcore about, like, they have AI constantly monitoring everybody's streams, and if you say like they just like the politics, and I don't really talk much about the politics anymore. I'll talk about anything else. I mean, I'll touch on stuff. You got to touch on stuff. Yeah, we were going to touch on this this Tucker Carlson. So that's why, like, anytime you are taking in mainstream media from someone like Tucker Carlson, you have to be careful, because they are going to put rage bait stuff in there. Maybe it's a lot of stuff that you agree with. They're going to say a bunch of stuff that you agree with, get you all rifled up, and then you agree to something that in the last couple of years, white Americans are the leading group to die of malnutrition-related illnesses. White Americans. That's also the largest demographic in America. I would think that if it's just a normal, in terms of people dying from malnutrition-related illnesses, poverty does not know any skin color or anything like that, man. It ain't. Man, there are people all colors suffering and going through shit out there. So, like, yeah, is his facts? Oh, the facts. We're going to tell you the facts. Yeah, it's a fact that white Americans are the leading group to die of malnutrition-related illnesses. They're also the leading group of people in America. That's pretty retarded to even want to... I'm sorry. You know what? It's good to be retarded. That's right. I'm a retard maxer. I have GBD, generalized donkey brains. They ran out of mental health disorders to describe me. But... yeah, you should not want to read past that. Like, after you see that, it's like, okay, whatever he's saying here, he's trying to use this fact that you can't disprove. But if you would have put after that, hey, just a reminder that white Americans are the leading demographic. Yo, I just got a hate speech on TikTok. What the fuck? Let's take this shit down. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? They said hate speech. I literally was saying, let's get back on the TikTok so I can yell at them. Excuse me, TikTok, you cannot restrict me. I just said that everyone suffers. I said that all races suffer sometimes, and suffering is not racist. I was literally saying something that's anti-racist, like and you give me hate speech for... excuse me? Are you just flagging it? All I said, it says white Americans are leading group to die of malnutrition related illnesses. And now I'm actually going to agree with Tucker Carlson. If you're going to be fucking stupid about it, I'm going to actually agree with Tucker Carlson. You know what? Yeah, that's crazy, though. Okay, that was weird. Now I'm actually... Fuck. You can't say white or black. You can't say anything. There's just a filter nowadays. You can't talk about anything. So it thought I was... did it not listen to the entirety of what I was saying? I said that what Tucker is saying is stupid because, oh, it's mad that I... Hold on, let's mute it so it doesn't hear me. It's mad that I said that, oh, white Americans are the leading group. They think I meant leading in terms of leading, like it's a competition. No, I'm just saying the demographic of the highest amount of people in America is the white race, and then black, and then the Mexicans, and then Asians, probably something like that. It's a good melting pot. We probably need more of everybody. I live in a culturally diverse place because I want to be around a bunch of different cultures. So see, they're participating in it. TikToks and Tucker Carlson are little butt buddies. They're trying to race bait me. They just tried to race bait me and get me to be like, ha, we are going to attack you for being white. So we are going to try to get you to say that on your thing so we can give you a hate speech and get rid of you. Because we want all our streamers on TikTok to be dipshits saying ice cream, yum, yum, ice cream, yum, yum. Keep going. We're letting more viewers know you're live. Yeah, that's what happens when the AI is also stupid as fuck. And when I hit the end stream, I can go back on and it forgets what I said. Boners. You know what? Boners are a good thing. You're worse than boners are nice. You know what you guys are? This AI. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about a human. I'm talking about an AI. That's crazy. Oh, there's a cursing bleep filter on some streams. Oh, TikTok. Well, that's crazy, Milk. Viewers on TikTok will hear a bleep. That's crazy. Fuck, piss, shit, ass. Cumbot. Man tits. Wait. How many things can I say before getting a violation? Pee-pees, buttholes, stinky butt. I like stinky butts. Pee-pees. Pee in my mouth. Bitch, fuck, shit. I got hoes calling. I buy prostitutes. No, I don't. I'm just thinking of horrible. I'm trying to see how fast we can get restricted on TikTok. Wait, I'm a protected group, so fag. I'm allowed to say that though, because I am one. So, what are you gonna do, TikTok? What are you gonna do now? It's ridiculous, stinking. We're gonna take this one down. All right, let's restart that. All right, let's get back on track here. Let's get back on track. That is a little bit disappointing. You know what I'm saying? That kind of irks you, because I was saying something that they the whatever taking that, they'd be like, oh, okay, he's saying that's that. Okay, so let me make sure I use my terms properly. No, because they don't want you to. If you say truth, they'll still. Okay. What was the point? Don't get rage baited by stuff. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Let's win. Let's just win right now. Next topic. Eventually I'll get used to it and just know that I'll just mute my mic before I say so. That's what I've been doing so far. If I know I'm about to say something that I want on my fucking podcast that I know YouTube is going to be cool with, I'll just mute the mic on TikTok, That's crazy. All right, cool. Still working. Next topic. Hey Siri, what size panties do I? Whoa. Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you're a bad guy out there and you need some tricks to get away from the cops, so they can't arrest you if you're butt naked and covered in butter. So just make sure that if you're doing criminal stuff, make sure that you are prepared to take your clothes off quickly and have a stick of butter that you can cover yourself, because you'll be like they can't grab you. Um, the tase won't work. I don't think. I think. Well, you should be tough enough to take a tase. If you're a criminal out there, knowing that you're about to run from the cops, you should be ready to be tased. Okay. Have you guys ever seen like the videos of like dudes on Flocka, the drug Flocka, not Waka Flocka? I'd be on Flocka all day, baby. Hear them gun sounds. Hear them gun sounds. I love Waka Flocka, man. But no, I'm talking about the drug Flocka, Spice, K2s, that kind of stuff, bath salts. You see people crazy on bath salts. There was one guy, he was ripped, and he was the Hulk, man. They were shooting him. There was like 3 cops like shooting him with the police. I respect the police. I judge people on the individual basis of the human. Don't generalize groups. It's not good. You hear that, TikTok? Do not generalize groups of people, or stereotypes are bad. Be nice to all races. I am a good person. Yeah, this guy was a monster. Absolute monster. Just this big buff guy, 3 police officers trying to tase him, and he's just like eating them. Like they're not doing anything. What's up, Chinchi? I put a fresh. Oops. I think I can see what's in my hand. I don't want to get in trouble. TikTok's not allowed to see, but YouTube can. Yeah, it's fresh. 85%. Chat Ocho Cinco Johnson. See that? It's like the Cincinnati Bengals. It's orange. Clear orange wax. Got me feeling like my head cracked. There we go. We almost got rage baited. We got rage baited by, I was doing a bit about how you shouldn't get race baited because they can use rage or race baited because they can use factual things and skew it. And if they put the other factual thing next to it, it'd make it be like, oh, obviously, well, duh, doesn't mean anything. But we had to do a big one. Big one. All right, ready? Should we get messed up? We'll move on from this rage bait. We talked about how to avoid rage bait, and then TikTok tried to rage bait us by giving me restrictions for saying that all people. Guys, TikTok gave me a restriction for saying that we should love everyone. So obviously they don't think they should love everyone. They're like, how dare you? You are a white male. You are supposed to be Republican and talking about politics for the Republicans. How dare you be independent? I don't even like the word independent, man. I don't even like that shit because it's a word that they use. I'm off grid. That's a term they use. Conspiracy theorist, term they use. Truther, I like that. Truther's good. Spiritual. Jedi Sith. Are we lagging? Are we good? YouTube just said connection is unstable. I'm not unstable anymore. I used to be unstable, but I'm on my medication. Sarah Quill saved my life. Kinda, actually. I haven't like insomnia. Anybody would go insane if you have insomnia. It's not my fault. Literally nothing bad I've ever done in my entire life is not my fault before I was medicated. After, I'll take the blame. Oh, we gotta get this loose. What are we at? 115? I don't think I like braked enough on my break, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? I tried to listen to the Young Miami song like for the third time already today. I was trying to squeeze too much in. Let's just go with the flow and manifest our positive energy with this Ocho Cinco 85% orange Cincinnati Bengals wax. The terpenes. I'm feeling the terpenes right now. I mean, oh shit. Candle wax. TikTok was listening to you guys. Fuck, I forgot to mute it. Candle wax. I'm lighting candle wax. My favorite game of all time. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I still play online. The Xbox 360 servers are still online. There's still like 200 bad motherfuckers who play this game. Dude, you're talking about some of like these are bad motherfucking. I talk to these guys, man. Yeah. There's no like actually the whole like culture of online gaming back in these days is still alive if you just play the game. Like you'll go on there and you'll have some guy on your team that's like all racist. It's like these motherfucking dropping N bombs, and then you'll go after the game. You'll hear a black dude start talking, and like the country white dude's just fired. He's just like can't wait to call and just start calling the N word, and then the black dude, they're hilarious, dude. I love it. Like racist towards white people, it's fun. It's so funny, dude. Because sometimes it's true, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck these honkies. And I was at work one time with my dude Al. And Al, he was like 40, 50 years old. He had never worked a job in his life. He showed up at this temp job. He's like, man, I was in Las Vegas involved with the dealing drugs with the mafia and shit. Like, like I had to get the fuck out of there. I was in jail. I've been a dope dealer my whole life and shit. I liked Al, man. We had a good time. But one time the forklift guy who didn't even really work at that part of it, he was just like the truck driver that would get the forklift. He knocked over Al's pallet, and Al's like fucking honky. Like he was real, like he was fucking pink-footed honky. It's so funny, dude. I was pissed too because I was mad too. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, we're out here stacking these pallets of bird seed. It was a place that manufactured and bagged bird seed and then shipped it all out, like to specific orders. So I used to stack these bags, 25 to 50 pound bags. You'd have to stack them perfect because then you'd put them on the spinner and it would get wrapped in plastic. I almost died in that fucking thing one time. If you like, I would try to like squeeze through it the one way and it was like, ooh, dude, it almost like smushed me. It would have just broke my sternum. I would have been all right. No, I don't know. Fuck. That I remember that being like, yo. That was probably the closest I think I've ever been to like dying. Other than my college days of doing a bunch of like drinking a bunch of liquor and doing benzodiazepines. I don't know. I think I'm just an alien though. I don't think that shit would kill me. No, wait, don't. I can't say that on the internet. Fuck. Yeah, drugs are dangerous and you can die from doing that. I'm not an alien. No one is safe from the evil effects of drugs. Trying to get this one to hit right. Cool. Now I'm ready. Bubba Hish. I know. Was there a lot of dads? Most people will be probably pretty fucked up, right? That is just like I've been sitting. That's an 85%. Oh yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it's cool, Polly. What did you gotta listen to the whole? You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the full bit because, yeah, no, you don't need to be sorry. If you're alive, as more years go by, the higher probability that people around you are gonna croak and die. People die from any age these days. Oh shit. Oh, regulated good. Oh, TikTok. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. Regulated goods and services. Oh, my bad. Regulated. Hell yeah. I got regulated services, bro. Regulated goods, man. We got them regulated goods, son. Feel like Justin Jefferson getting a first down. It's like, look at my fucking look. You want to see some shit, man? Oh wait, no, it's right here. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, look at that shit, bro. That's Tom Brady jersey card. Game used, material numbered to 99. Blood. Got this for like $10 from a jackass at the card shop before Tom Brady like won his. He'd only won like 2 Super Bowls and he was kind of falling off. Remember? Then he came back and became the GOAT from then on. What a dumb bastard! I could probably sell this for like 300, and I got it for like 10. Dude, this card, if you went to the card shop, you would have to actually like, hey, it's $1,000, and you have to have sex with me. All right, I gotta go pee. Figured that was a good time to pause. Intermission, part. I do a few intermissions, you know. Water. That's what we need. Oh, wait. I filled up my water. Good job. Never mind. We don't need the water. They can't hear me on TikTok right now, you guys, on the YouTube. Should we make fun of them? No, there's no one. No, everyone's nice to me on there. No one's mean. Consuming substances featured in this live could harm your health. Yeah, that's good. Good. Let the kids. Good. I need AI does its job sometimes. AI does its job sometimes. It's telling the kids not to smoke weed like me, or you'll become really cool and awesome. You wouldn't want that. Your friends would just hate you. They get jealous. That's how I know I've done enough dabs when I gotta blow my freaking nose. My nasals. How come women say they like my big nose? That's pretty funny. That's wild. I've been complimented more times by women for my nose than made fun of back in the day. It's like I was I just got picked on like elementary school. I always knew in like back of my head there's maybe like going back to when I was talking about seeing my grandparents having a business as a youngster. So that's just frame of reference of not just what's possible or to dream or achieve, but I feel a little bit more like a responsibility, which can suck, which can cause issues literally with your mental health. But that's part of the journey. Like, I don't know, if you don't lose in this world, if you don't lose your mind a little bit, like you're probably you might be a narcissist or something, dude. It's a little bit unfair. Even if it was fair to me, I can't save everybody that's unfair for. Not that the world is necessarily fair to me, but I try not to think like that. There's a great teacher in failure, and did I even put those on right? Maybe. Yeah, they look good. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. What do we need? Boom. I got the little drink packets. I'm taking a break from coffee. It's a little too much on your stomach and teeth sometimes. So I got the 60 milligrams. 60 milligrams. I know I said that last episode. It's a good balance, I like to pace myself with caffeine. As fun as it sounds, to chug a Celsius and just be like, ooh, chug an entire one of these of monsters, dude. I mean, it's 225 milligrams per can, so with that amount of liquid, that's actually not that crazy. Those Celsiuses are like little tiny things, and they have 200 milligrams. That'll biff you out, man. You'll be like, this doesn't look like it's coming through very well on the other end. Is the audio at least solid? I'm gonna reload the page, everybody. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what happens. I hope it doesn't take it down. Unless, do I look all right? No, it's all blurry on this shit. Playback speed. I want HD. No, you guys can't see the beautiful 4K. All right, let's do it. Ah! There we go. That is better. All right, cool. Nice. Cool beans. Sorry, guys. I was fixing the YouTube. Okay. Let's keep rolling here. I know I was talking about jail yesterday. There do be, the dudes that they're kind of schizophrenic, need to be on their medications. The one dude I was in a holding cell with, and I was like, dude, get this dude his fucking shit, man. Because he was basically just like explaining something that you would like hear in like a rap song. He's like, man, then they came up around the thing, and then the thing, and you realize this person is not competent enough to even close to doing any of this stuff. Like, And they're probably in here because they like beat somebody up and lost their mind. And if you let them back out, they might beat somebody up immediately again. But yeah, it's like this. It's really just a story that they saw and like heard in a rap song. Like, they shot up my house. We were all ducking in the thing. It was over a dope deal. I was in the wrong territory. I don't know, man. Like, it really be like that. You'll hear something that you heard in like a King Von song. But I don't really listen to King Von. I really thought that guy sucked ass. No offense. Like, he shouldn't even have a single, like, his music is just like explaining how to make it seem cool to rob people. Nice. You don't have any intrinsic value to anything so you have to go rob someone and take what they have. You think that's tough? That's real tough. Tough guy. Like, it's that without the music. If you took away rap music, I bet you less people would be robbers or gangsters or anything. The only thing that makes it more, oh, I'm a gangster, is because of the music. And the music is people dancing to, on the other side of it, people dancing and having fun. But you're the one that's like, man, this seat's about to rubber band. Which is, I like Project Pat, but it's pretty corny. I think it's you know what I'm saying? And I'm corny, and I admit that. But yeah, I don't know. It's not really a good idea with the rap music to like rap about how you murder, sell drugs, and pimp women out, and then also complain about like you didn't have a dad. And like, if some of times you'll slow mo the lyrics, it's like, okay, your uncle touched you, and now you're a gangster. I get it. They'll interview like the 16-year-old kid that's acting all hard. It's like, where's your parents? He's like, like, my 5-year-old daughter has more balls than some of these people that think they're like hard. Yeah, if you're making big money, if you live in a fucking trap house with garbage everywhere, I don't care how much you want to have to drink or smoke or what pills you want to do to make yourself, and then that's the whole thing. There you go, right there. You better get high as fuck and drunk as fuck to realize you're not a fucking twat for engaging in gang behavior. And look, if they came to me with 100 bands and said, do this, I might do something myself. But like, to seek that stuff out, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weirder than me. Like, when I break these things down, like, it doesn't matter. People will think you're weird for this, for saying this, for saying that. Let's break this shit down. Who's the weirder one? Rappers or me? Ask women. Go ask. They're rapping about getting all the girls. Go ask women. I ask all. Hey, would you go to a bar? Future's there and I'm there. Who are you choosing? Yeah, Future's corny. He raps about pimping hoes. Yeah, that's offensive kind of to most women. No one's wife is going to sleep with Future. Some desperate model that spent everything she has to look pretty. Every single thing, and working out all this stuff just to be with, because she was motivated to attract a rap. It's not someone that's just naturally beauty. You're just like, whatever, big glow. No. And then that's the fuckboy thing is funny. Like, the dudes who brag about getting laid. And if you break it down, you're bragging about like a natural human attraction and being in the right place in the right time. Anyone that brags about being in the right place at the right time is a massive square. Any dude who brags about how many girls they've been with is a massive square. And if they brag to you about it without saying anything about how they're good, like, oh, she was sent her to the group chat, they were saying this. If that's not the case, then shut up, because you're not doing a very good job. And all the dudes that I've ever heard brag about getting laid in my life have also never said anything intrinsically about pleasuring a woman. Someone brought up the clitoris one time and it was like, congratulations. That's supposed, if you're spiritually tuned in and you're going with the flow and not going off desperate energy, it's just something you just know. It's just like natural. You know how like the deer knows that how to walk, like how animals know stuff as a baby. For some people that are keeping it real and not just sleeping with people for their own validation, it's actually like love and connection, or fun or excitement. It's not just like, got another one on my body count. You're gonna call it a body count? Okay. I mean, yeah, I use that terminology sometimes. It's whatever. But yeah, I the whole bragging thing, you guys, is very harmful, and a lot of miserable women prey on that, and they're just bullying the simps around town. So if you don't meet a lot of girls or feel like you struggle meeting girls, it's probably a good thing at this point. They've been around, and the guys who are putting in all the effort and getting all the girls are going to have now rubbed off their douchey, dumb personality. Most of these guys are vanilla anyways. They don't even know. My friend that Brad said he's been with over like 200 girls. I asked him, so, wait, are you like vanilla or something? He didn't know what that meant. That's when you know you're vanilla. Like, okay, how in the possibility of all gods and purposes could you be with that many people and not know what that means? And then it's just like, I'm wondering if this person is like lying or something. Like, that is strange. Like, I want to believe people, but at a certain point, if you don't know what that means, you probably haven't been around. Like, or who you were with was like, you tempted someone who was maybe exploring, and then you were the one that made him realize, okay, there's guys like this out here. Disgusting. A lot of them don't realize, like the ones that brag about girls don't even realize that you are the one that made women think men are disgusting. Oh, she thought I was hot. No, maybe she thought you was nice in the beginning, but then afterwards, like, oh, he's a pig. He actually like takes that energy and uses it as like a validation to walk around high. Wow. But then you keep needing more. It's like an addiction. Then it becomes an addiction cycle. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I felt like at a certain point it was almost kind of like I had met some women and was talking and trying to meet some, and it's just like the vibrational exchange from someone trying to grow themselves and continue to like keep finding yourself and bettering yourself, and then being a parent too. And parenting really, if you feel like pressure, I don't know, that's weird. It's pretty easy, one baby step at a time, and it's not bad. I don't know. Yeah, it's scary, I guess, but that's all. That's just, there's probabilities. You accept the probabilities of things that can go wrong and do your best to make sure things go right and enjoy your moments. Other than that, yeah, there isn't like a crazy amount to it that you got to worry about. Kitty, what the fuck? That was a weird noise. But yeah, no, I don't want to also be mean to people, but sometimes people don't have like the best intents with you that you think they do. You know what I'm saying? ulterior motives, weird things. Yeah, dude, but here's the thing. The one that gargles the mouthwash the longest is gonna have the better breath. You hear that? I came up with that one time a couple months ago. I said I was in the car, I have mouthwash in my mouth, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, whoever gargles the mouthwash and takes the pain, you gotta wait till the pain goes away. I use like the alcohol mouthwash because I used to be an alcoholic. So I like putting alcohol in my mouth and being so strong, and have conquered my alcoholism so strongly I can just spit it out. Well, you think I don't have emergency coronas stashed away in case something horrible happens in the world and we lose the grid or something? I go to the bar all the time. You know, I'm thinking drink. You know? I'm thinking maybe like do like a mulligan once a year. Just get hammered, see what happens, and then just go back. Because if you're that disciplined to just never do it all the time and you're used to it, it's like what's gonna happen is you'll get drunk, it's not that good, and you're like, well, I might if I was just in a better mood and taking better care of myself, I actually would just enjoy that more, not drinking and sticking to the. I don't think sobriety. If you're an alcoholic, that doesn't mean you have to like not do other things. In fact, you may find that alcohol is one of the most, like, in terms of, hey, I want to get messed up, I want to intoxicate myself as quickly and as most as possible, you go get liquor. That right there is probably, and it's easily available. There's drive, dude. I pass it coming into my apartment every single day. You know what's outside my apartment complex on the end of the street that you turn into, and I pass every day? Fiddlesticks. It's a place called Fiddlesticks. Do you know what Fiddlesticks is? It's sticks, pool sticks. It's a pool billiards bar. They got a bunch of pool tables. I go there, play pool. They got a smoking section. Boom. They got nice people. Boom. I'm fucked up. I'm around nice people. I'm fucked up. You don't need the drink. You really want to get messed up and good vibration? Boom. I'm messed up. Look at all these freaking stinking good people having a good time. Stinking you. I like that guy's shirt. I'm going to go tell him his shirt's nice. Aggressive positivity, you guys. You want to be aggressively positive. I like your shirt. I swear to God, I'm going to run up a check and I'm going to help a bunch of homeless people. I swear to God. You can't do shit to stop me from helping these homeless people. No one's going to do nothing. Like, my wrists. My wrists. Don't make me help my community. Don't you make me help I'll do it. Yeah, baby. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I know he changed his number to 2. I'll get another one. Don't worry. Well, we got to actually, the quarterback has to actually be good before I get his second jersey for Cleveland. So I just need Shadur. Maybe halfway in the year, I'll get the number 2 if he's doing at least solid. All I need is solid. Oh yeah, it was $30 from guy. I bought it from a guy who looked like Jamel Hill from the UFC. I think it might have been Jamel Hill. I was really like, dude, can I, like, the big black dude? I'm like, can I train? Do you train, bro? I'm looking for people to train. Like, are you like Jamel Hill's cousin? I looked exactly like him. But no, I'd seen this. It's funny when you like recognize someone from around town from somewhere. Probably the mall. I go to the mall a lot. Yeah, that had to be it. It's like, okay, hi, what's up? You're here to sell me this sports jersey, dude. I think I know you. Polly says only Chuck Norris can gargle peanut butter. I got some peanut butter. Should I try to gargle it? No. Why would I do that? I'm not that guy anymore. If it was 15 years ago, maybe I'd be that guy. Hell yeah. Is this the Stanley Cup? Is there a fight? The Stanley Cup's going on. Yeah, this is kind of a dead zone type of. I would be more interested in the NBA Finals, but the Cavs are actually good. My team's actually good now, and again, since we had LeBron, so they're like in the playoffs. I've seen enough basketball. Like, I guess Wembanyama and Brunson are pretty cool. I like those guys. I'll probably. It's just the Knicks took a 3-1 lead, and I'm busy sometimes. They should have like best of 3, or I guess they need a full series. I don't know. It's just too much. They play 82 games in a year. The players make it worth watching, but you're almost kind of like, it feels like you're watching the same shit over and over again. Like football feels different, bro. Because there's only a certain amount of plays each game. There's only like 15 minutes of actual action. So every moment's like bigger and means more. And there's only 16 or 17 games. If you're lucky, 20 games win the Super Bowl. That's why I guess I like listening. I like basketball and baseball though, because the availability of the games. You do have the games on a lot. So if you can't watch it every night, like football, you have to make sure you're free on Sunday at 1 p.m. It's not always the easiest thing to do. You guys want to get back at an old employer? What you do is you sneak into the old offices at night when no one's there, and you do all of the work that you can. You do a bunch of work, you clean, and then like you leave one of those like letters with your name. Everything like, oh shit, we just made a whole bunch of money. In the middle of the night, like, yes, dude. They fired me, but I knew that. Well, I never been fired, but I used to work here. I'm gonna fix all the things. Send a bunch of emails to the clients. Oh, we got all these emails. The clients are interested in our new product. And Bryan saved us. Yeah, instead of robbing them. They do say kill them with kindness. The problem with that is then I guess like kindness is kind of you can get used and abused for being kind, but not really. I find on some level, and then the human nature is just that some humans are going to be a little bit more selfish than others. It's just kind of simple. But in general, like karma is very real. The kind of energy that you put out or generosity that you put out will generally find its way back to you. A lot of this rage bait stuff and social media pissing contests with who can be the best middle class person. I'm just playing. That's fine. It's good to share stuff with your family and all that. But I'm saying the people that are struggling and don't have people. Sometimes all you have to do is just don't even look at that. Look at the things that you like the most. Consume some long form contents while you're doing a little thing around the house or something like that. Switch it up. But yeah, the whole like kill them with kindness will like it doesn't. if someone really sucks, like, you gotta hit him with a hammer. You can't hit him with a rose. I mean that metaphorically. And I've been a person that used to be kind of a complete asshole, kind of cynic. Let's see here. What is? Oh, that I never talked about. I like to talk about things real late after they've passed away. Not like that. The hazing, the Iowa hazing thing. Hold up. I can share screen. Let's get the link. There was like an Iowa hazing thing that just like it was fucked up, you guys. Maybe we can find the YouTube video for it. All right. We're going to share our screen here. Trippy main. All right, we're good. It's working, right? You can see me? Okay. Hold on. Okay, cool. University of Iowa police discovered 56 blindfolded fraternity pledges covered in ketchup, mustard, and alcohol in the dark basement at the Alpha Delphi Phi House in November 2024. I saw the video. There's a dash cam video with the police and stuff. I'll tell you what, the way that they were acting, I guess they knew you would get in trouble for hazing. Like, hazing is not allowed. So if you have 56 fraternity pledges, 56 dudes blindfolded standing there, they were, and this doesn't say they were all in their underwear with their shirts off also. So first things first, obviously a little bit of cover up here from the news and I think the police on what maybe they just didn't get into it, but it didn't really. The video was in color. They're like, and it's not like they went up to him and like, hey, is this food all over him? Is this ketchup and mustard? They said, what is this weird stuff on them? They did not say like, oh, it's. They're like, oh, it's food, it's stuff, and there was like a little bit of like stuff like that. Like you could see like a little bit, but there was definitely like. There was something else obvious, and like the vibe and the dudes, they had yeah, disgusting stuff. Basically, they probably like urine and poop and other man stuff. I don't want to say too much, because it's disgusting, but unfortunately, yeah, like. Not that sexual stuff is disgusting, but in this usury setting, completely disgusting. In a normal setting, couldn't these fraternity brothers maybe just have some fun with each other if they wanted to explore that kind of stuff? Sure, they should have just done that. They should have just played naked tag. Instead, they decide to take 56 people and because the way the cop was like, what the fuck is this stuff on him? It wasn't like, oh, it looks like ketchup and alcohol. But let's just say, I wanted to get that, out of the way. That's probably my main report on this. I know a lot of people probably heard about this thing. So they probably, let's read more. I don't even know what ended up happening. Joseph Gaya, he was arrested for interfering with police investigation, although those charges were ultimately dismissed. Joseph was the one in the video in like a yellow sweatshirt, I think. Just if y'all saw the video, just an absolute asshole. The way he talked to the cops, the way he acted like an asshole at the same time of having that look in your face that you did something dirty, wrong, and bad, and you're in trouble, but you're trying to like talk your way out of it. But it's funny that they should, in those situations, the police, they need a mirror. They need a police mirror to say, hey, Joseph, Here's the look on your face right now. This is what you look like, buddy. You look like you've done something horrible and disgusting. You want to start talking or not? Like, what's going on here, man? So they responded to the fire alarm, and once in the basement, they found 50, and they didn't want them inside. They didn't want them in the basement. They're like, don't go down there. Don't go down there. Covered in food and alcohol. So following the investigation, the university suspended the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity, a sanction they'll keep their chapter off campus until at least July 2029. So those guys are done. So yeah, it's not illegal to have a bunch of people in the basement. Let's show Joseph, because he was just such an asshole. You can kind of see right there. That's what it looked like. And you see how much, like, do you see really much food? Or you can see very clearly in this picture, those are orange pants, black pants, maybe some mustard on their legs, I think, right there. But yeah, you don't see, there's not many colors of mustard stuff on the ground much. Like, I know I'm kind of reckless speculating here, but like that was it. All these dudes, 56 dudes in a basement. Like, that is and another thing, if you're in a fraternity and they do something like that, like, yeah, I'm good. Like, goodbye. In fact, you guys, the way that those people act, I probably wouldn't have, me along with most normal people, wouldn't want anything to do with your stupid fraternity. You wouldn't even get to that point. But it's these people that think like they're going to get laid and have all the party times of their life. You can just do that by yourself. You can actually, if you live at college, you can just go out by yourself and things will make magic. Just be the magician, make magic. You'll have all those experiences. If you just do it, it's better to do it yourself. If you get involved with a frat, it's going to be some stuff like that. Not all the time. I think most of the time frats are like normal, but yeah, you can get sucked into something like this where you end up in a basement with 56 dudes. Let's just say they're covered in ketchup and mustard and alcohol. Either way, these are 18, 19-year-old dudes, freshmen coming in. I mean, there's just got to be something somewhere as a man. And really, with all this hazing stuff, something somewhere as a man that you're like, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go make new friends. Like, it's not like they're mute, disabled or something. Like, they're normal college kids at Iowa. It's probably hard to get into Iowa. And this, I guess that he wasn't a student at Iowa. The Joseph dude wasn't even a student there. So he was like Stan Halen. Y'all seen Workaholics? And the dude who's like, he acts like a college kid, but he's like 35. And he's just wearing the glasses like, Stan Highland, what's up, brother? What do you got, Polly? Let's see what Polly shared. Cypress Hill and Method Man and Red Man. I'm not too familiar with them, but I know who they are. I'd go to something like that, yeah. Looks like a good time. Looks like some DJ Smokey type stuff. I like that. So yeah, it's interesting case study of like how that even happens. And that's, I think, the power thing of the three ringleaders have, oh, we got 56 dudes in our basement covered in ketchup and mustard. Like, what kind of person even is excited about that? Do you know, like, what would the women think of that? They didn't have any girls there or anything. If you called the sorority and said, we've got 56 kids in the basement covered in ketchup and mustard, 56 freshmen, they'd call the police. They'd call campus PD. And exactly what would have happened. So yeah, getting pulled into that, it's fascinating to me. Like, how even I'm at loss for words almost. I guess I've done a lot of dumb, naive things too. So that's why, I had to learn by a lot of experience. But yeah, man. Anyways, that's 2 hours. We're in it, and we've won it. I have to. It's 10:10. I gotta get some other shit done. I gotta go pick up my homie from work. Maybe spin the block, man. Get some. I need something to eat. What am I in the mood for? I might just make something. Yeah, make my own food. Yeah, about that. But anyways, everybody keep it real. Don't let social media and stuff like confuse you about the world. Sometimes it can feel a little bit vibrant but empty at the same time, and like you can go from once you're out of the high school and out of the college, it's actually like there's a lot of people doing a lot of shit around town and stuff. You go out on a Wednesday, you got people at the karaoke, ladies there, drunk lady on a Wednesday. You feel me? Like, and as an established adult and finding yourself and stuff, you actually have more opportunities than you did to have fun and interesting live past that. So, don't feel like that pressure that you're supposed to settle down, or you come in at age 30 or 25 or something, don't have everything figured out. I think that if I had $1 million in my bank account, I'd probably troll spam on social media. If somebody is trying to make themselves seem perfect, sometimes just single dudes trying to get girls. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of single dudes trying to get girls. That can be like imposing, kind of just seeing the best of everyone else's world. If you're in a good spot, that can be cool. Yeah, you want to avoid the things that kind of force you to compare yourself to others. But we're in the mine shaft, digging our way out, keeping it weird and funky. But yeah, anyways, as always, y'all, keep it real. And we'll catch you next time. Maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or something. Well, they'll have a loop. There'll be a loop-de-loop stream going all night long. Broadcast. I get all these stupid views from the video of me kissing a dog. It's like, so if I have like the live going while that's getting its views, it gets like 10,000 views a day now or something stupid. Like, me kissing a dog is carrying me right now. But yeah, there's a lot of wonderful things and interesting things. You just got to break free from like the clicks and the likes and what has this and what's the most popular and what fits you the most. And the algorithms can make it hard to find those things sometimes, but you know, it's just a hustle. You just got to work at it. Oh yeah, Vegas Golden Knights. I like the Vegas Golden Knights, Polly. You know the hype video when they were first came out, they were known for having a really amazing hype video. I think it won like a, I don't know, Golden Globe or something crazy like that. One of those types of award things. That company is based out of Akron, and I took a summer class for some kind of like branding, and they came in and worked with us, and I got to meet those people that made the Golden Knights super hype video. And then everybody talks about, oh, the Golden Knights had this for their first thing. Like, why not? We can be the best, even though we're a new franchise expansion team. And then they ended up winning. So then it got even more popular because they won. And then, hey, dude, you guys should have seen for opening night, the Vegas Golden Knights, their very first game. They showed this promo that we could do it. We could find a way. And they did, man. And I met those people. They worked with us, taught us stuff about marketing and all that. It was I took a lot of workshop classes when you're like a senior and stuff, where you get like hands-on learning from businesses and such. But yeah, you know, we'll catch you guys next time. Keep it sleazy, keep it breezy, keep it easy. And we live in the Matrix. Nothing's real anyways, right? No, I don't know. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get off now. It's always hard to say goodbye. Peace out, y'all. We'll catch you next time. I'm Daniel Tosh.